concern. And he described how we, as black folks, smelled. He described how we looked. He described how we felt. And then he described what caused us to feel that way. You know, the chains of slavery are still in your minds and in your heads, and you look at the white man and you love him. That's what you do. You hate the fact that he let you go from slavery. You want to go back there, you know. But no, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is here now, and we're gonna change all that. You know, the righteous black man is on the scene, and we're not gonna be satisfied with you and your shucking and jiving. The time has come.
In 1959, the media discovered the Nation of Islam.
While city officials, state agencies, white liberals, and sober-minded Negroes stand idly by, a group of Negro dissenters is taking to street corners. While city officials, state agencies, white liberals, and sober-minded Negroes stand idly by, a group of Negro dissenters is taking to street corner step ladders, church pulpits, sports arenas, and ballroom platforms across the United States to preach a gospel of hate that would set off a federal investigation if it were preached by Southern whites.
Lou Lomax, a reporter I'd never heard of, came to my office, told me about something called the Black Muslims. I'd never heard of them. Would we be interested in doing a broadcast, a documentary about them? I suggested that, yeah, we might. Let's learn more about them. One of the conditions of our doing the broadcast, he said, was they will not talk to a white reporter.
This is the first time I think my color has ever been in my favor rather than against me, but on the whole, I would say that this assignment was a little rough.
Assigned a white camera crew, Lomax filmed this rally in Washington, D.C. The program included a performance of a play by Louis X called The Trial, in which whites are tried for their offenses against blacks.
I charge the white man, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, with being the greatest murderer on earth. I charge the white man with being the greatest liar on earth. I charge the white man with being the greatest troublemaker on earth. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen of the jury,
For their offenses against blacks.
I charge the white man, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, with being the greatest murderer on earth. I charge the white man with being the greatest liar on earth. I charge the white man with being the greatest troublemaker on earth. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I ask you, bring back a verdict of guilty as charged.
When Lou Lomax came back with a film of the rally, the Black Muslim rally, I was simply stunned. I mean, here was this auditorium overflowing, thousands of people, about an organization I knew nothing about. I found it difficult to credit when I saw it.
Have you ever been accused, sir, of preaching hate?
Yes.
Do you think you are preaching hate?
No.
What are you preaching, sir?
Truth?
They call Mr. Muhammad a hate teacher because he makes you hate dope and alcohol. They call Mr. Muhammad a black supremacist because he teaches you and me not only that we're as good as the white man, but better than the white man. Muhammad a black supremacist because he teaches you and me not only that we're as good as the white man, but better than the white man. Yes, better than the white man. You are better than the white man. And that's not saying anything. That's not saying, you know where just to be equal with him. Who is he to be equal with? You look at his skin. You can't compare your skin with his skin. Why, your skin look like gold beside his skin. You find that old pale thing laying out in the sun, trying to get to look like you. That old pale thing.
In 1963, Malcolm X became national spokesman for the Nation of Islam.
Find them losing man pain, trying to look like you.
Turn left to stay on Seaton Castle Trail.
I was standing on the island there, looking at him, and my friend said, I'm going back to the office, we're going back. And I said, I'm going to stay because I like the rain. It was this kind of quiet drizzle that was happening there.
Hope you're not getting too wet.
And I looked up and looked around, determined not to look at him, determined not to listen. But he started to talk, and I found myself more and more listening to him. And I began to nod my head and say, yeah, that's right, that makes sense.
You don't have any boats or airplanes bringing drugs into this country. The white man brings it in. The white man brings it to Harlem. The white man makes you a drug addict. The white man then puts you in jail when he catches you using drugs. The white man makes you a drug addict. The white man then puts you in jail when he catches you using drugs. We're trapped in a vicious cycle of poverty, of ignorance, of apathy, of disease, and of death. And they have these old Uncle Tom Negro leaders coming to Harlem telling you and me that times are getting better. Your times will never get better until you make them better.
When he came off the stage, I jumped off the island, walked up to him, and of course when I got to him, the bodyguards, moved in front, and he just pushed them away, and I went in front of him and extended my hand and said, I liked some of what you said. I didn't agree with all that you said, but I liked some of what you said. And he looked at me, held my hand in a very gentle fashion, and says, one day you will, sister.
As his reputation grew,